बोलो सर.
I think it just means a continuation. And, it's, I think what happens these days is young kids feel this very personally. Everything is going to hell in a handbasket. So, what really is the meaning of it? So, for me, sustainability is firstly life affirming because you see increasingly young people feel so hopeless about everything jobs, relationships, and the climate, especially. But I think that the idea is to celebrate life, but each person sacrifices a little, consumes less, and then we just continue life. It makes it that much more meaningful and beautiful.
I think sustainability in a nutshell means सबको साथ लेके चलना पड़ेगा और सबको थोड़ा थोड़ा देना पड़ेगा अपनी लाइफ से. नहीं तो सब अगर लेते ही रहेंगे तो फिर सबका विनाश पक्का ही है अल्टीमेटली. अब चाहे हम इसको समय के दौर में देखें तो छोटा करके देखें तो हमारी ज़िंदगी बीत जाएगी, किसको क्या पड़ा है. मगर अगर आपको 100 साल 200 साल और अपने बच्चों और अपने बाकी जनरेशन्स के बारे में सोचना है और बाकी जानवरों के बारे में सोचना है, पेड़ों के बारे में सोचना है, पृथ्वी के बारे में सोचना है, तो थोड़ा थोड़ा सबको देना पड़ेगा.
So the next question is, in the current scenario, why no action is not an option now?
क्योंकि हम उस टिपिंग पॉइंट पे पहुंच चुके हैं मेरे हिसाब से, जहाँ की अगर हम लोग सब उठ के एक ठोस कदम ना उठाएं या एटलीस्ट ये इन्फॉर्मेशन लोगों तक पहुंचाएं ना कि भाई ऐसा ऐसा समय आ चुका है कि सब लोग कुछ ना कुछ करें. क्योंकि वी कैन ऑल कीप सिटिंग ऑन द साइड लाइन्स एंड एक्चुअली जस्ट वेट फॉर समबडी टू मशाल लेके कोई तो आएगा, ऐसा सोचते हैं सब लोग. मगर ये वो इशू है जो अल्टीमेटली सबको इफेक्ट करता है, चाहे मैं यहाँ रहता हूँ या अमेरिका में रहूँ या कहीं भी रहूँ. So, not doing something is no more an option on this issue now.
Also, I'll just request you to keep the answer in English.
Oh,
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yes, yes.
And also from you as well, in the current scenario, why no action is not an option anymore?
no, I think I like what the slogan that you have chosen because it simply isn't an option anymore to have no action. And I think, there was a myth of progress that was sold to us for many generations that we can just consume our way out of whatever it was, and things will just infinitely keep getting better. And this was the story that I think several generations grew up with. But now we are seeing the cracks in the story. And as we mentioned in the concert, the moment human life pauses, as it did during COVID, everything else comes back. So clearly, that is, what better indication do you need to show that we were on the wrong path? We have completely unmoored ourselves from nature and everything else that's happening. But ultimately, I think our culture will have to reflect nature, and so that is what. So I think it is simply not an option. So that's good on you guys to say that.
I think we are going to reach a time soon, and I hope we do it sooner than later, when success will be a measure of not how much you're gaining, but how much you're willing to give up.
This also brings us to the last question. Even though the event has just started, but what do you think is going to be the takeaway from this initiative, Mission Sustainability?
Well, thanks for having us here. We are very proud to represent Delhi and play for WION. We are hoping that some of the deliberations will be fruitful, and we'd love to come back. And we actually just came here and we are learning more and more about the event. But it is a cause that we are more than happy to be associated with at any point, because I think Indian Ocean as a band has always wanted to, like we've never wanted to write the conventional love songs, boy meet girls. We've always found it, more interesting to talk about issues around us that deeply affect us. And that's what I think if maybe people if the program was recorded and people will see it, every song had something to do with today's theme. So, and you can't fake it beyond a point. You have to live it, and you have to only then you get to preach it. So.
Also, when I'd like to take you back to the initial Indian Ocean days. When we used to play, people used to say, "बहुत ही नया music है, it's brand new. God knows what this is. It's neither rock, neither this. What will we categorize it as?" So we used to find it difficult because obviously to make a new kind of music and then have an audience love you is a slightly tougher ask. But my motto that time was, from every show, even if one person goes away happy or changed, or let's say he likes what he has heard, it will start a reaction. It will slowly start a chain of events, and more people will like us. And I think that has to be applied to today's problem. And every event that anybody does regarding climate change and any environmental issue will have a cascading effect slowly over people as we go along. So even if it is 1% at a time, it's very slow, but at least there's something is better than nothing.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.